Hey guys, Paula Fields here, and if you want to see how I achieve these brows here, banging brows, please stay tuned. So I'm going to use brow powder this time for my brows. It was actually a shadow, but I love the pigmentation, the color in it. It doesn't give a dusty look or anything like that, so it's perfect. It is actually an Estee Lauder shadow called Lavish Mink. It's a matte brown shadow, but I love it for my brow color. So I'm gonna use an Anastasia Beverly Hills number 14 brush. It's got a little tippy end here and a little spoolie thingamajigger at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and blend in the color into my brow. So I'm first going to do the bottom, and you follow the lash line right here all the way to the end. And I just have little strokes that I put in there. I'm not going to go ahead and try to put an entire line. I just take little strokes so that way I can make sure I get the color where I need it. And as you can tell, I start to blend in at the end there, because that's like the thinnest part of my brow to me, actually. At the top here, I'm going ahead and give it some shape. And I'm just following the natural outline of where my brow is. I'm not trying to like create anything different. I want my brow to look as natural and have this natural shape as possible. So now I'm just going to take that color and blend it in from the bottom up to the top into the brow color, into the brow area. Looks a little funny, but that's about the look that you get. It's way fuller than the other one, as you see. Just blend it in with the other side there. Don't know why I call it a spoolie, but it is a spoolie to me, honey. I love how it gets all that color pigment in there, so it looks more natural. It looks good. And we'll just go ahead and do the other one. See, they're nice and filled in. Got a nice little fill, look a little fuller. So next, we're gonna go ahead and use our concealer. And for my concealer, I actually use two different types that I mix together to get the perfect shade. Plus there's one oil-free and one's not so much. But they're both long-lasting concealers. I have the Lorac Perfection one, and then I have Lancome. It's a anti-soreness concealer. So I mix these two together, and the Lorac is in shade Golden Light. It is very light for me, but sometimes of course you want to do a very light concealer if you're into that extreme highlight every now and then. So I just take a little dab of that on my hand, like so. And with that Lancome concealer, I use a little bit more because the Lorac is a bit thick when you put it on. Just a little bit more, as you can see there, and I'm going to mix it in. And this is just a flat brush, flat concealer brush. And this is a cheap brush that I got from eBay, something, but I actually love this brush. It's something very simple, very cheap that you can use to kind of play with for your concealer. I love this brush, actually. It's not too small, it's not too fat, fluffy, it's just perfect for concealer. So I brushed some of that off on my finger, on my arm, my hands here, and then I'm just gonna go right underneath. And this is just to make it appear to give the look as if you've just gotten your eyebrows waxed. How you have that highlight right underneath and on the top, like it's that fresh thing. So we're just gonna go on the top and do that there. There we go. Gives it that perfect shape there, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and do it the other side. There we go. So next I'm going to take my little triangular sponge here that everybody uses, and I'm going to blend in those edges to make sure it's not looking like how it looks right now, because that's kind of crazy. So we just blend in the edges there. I tend to pat a little bit first. So that way I can get as much of the concealer to stay as possible. It looks really a lot better once you do that. So I have my purple square going there, and I'm just taking it and going up, bing, get that square, girl. And then now this is where I'm gonna kind of rub it in there. And I'm gonna take the excess that I have of my foundation that I use and kind of brush it in, so it kind of blends. And there you have it. That is how I do my brows. Just so you know, I already applied my foundation before I actually did my brow color, so that way I can kind of blend it in. Since I've used foundation, I've always used higher end foundation, simply because when I started wearing makeup, I was working for a clinic. But I actually Googled and found a good foundation for me that was for summer. It's oil free. It's a CoverGirl concealer, and it's called Ready Set Gorgeous. So my color is Classic Tan. But yeah, so I tried this foundation and I actually like it. This is a foundation that I use when I don't want to use my Double Wear from Estee Lauder, like an everyday foundation, or when I want to be super matte and not have that dewy look, because it's already hot and humid here in Georgia. So this is a great foundation for that, and it's really cheap. It's like $6 at Walgreens. So this is my brows, and I hope you like it. Thank you. Hey, and remember guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know if there's any other looks or anything that you want to see from me. Anything about skincare, whatever it is, just holler at me, inbox me below, comment, just let me know what you want to see, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Thank you.